We are observing a wild animal in its natural habitat, the balloon. I broke it. Hey everybody, it's here to you, and welcome back to Let's Play Splatoon 2. In the previous episode, we were introduced to the industrial squeegees, and they're the most adorable thing ever. And we got a chance to play Clam Blitz on Moray Towers, and it was super amazing and awesome. And also, pretend this is invisible. I didn't turn on my capture card before activating the thingy, so now you can see it, so it's invisible. This video is a lie! Just eat the cake. In today's episode, we'll be playing through a little bit more of Octoling, starting with pause for effect, but mostly because I didn't get a chance to read the thing before I went into the level. Spinning campground, ink me out, ink me in. Alright then, starting off with another hero shot level where we're introduced to a new gameplay gimmick. Those ink furlers unfurl when you splat them. Stay sharp though, they roar back up on their own after a bit. The ink furlers are a brand new gameplay gimmick for the Splatoon series, and honestly, they're probably one of my more personal favorites. Basically how they work is, just like Marie explained, when you splat them with your own ink, they'll unfurl, but if you leave them alone for a while, they'll go back to normal, or if they get hit by enemy ink. So it's a pretty interesting gameplay gimmick, and what I really like about it is the fact that they use these for some really cool gameplay designs for Octoling and stuff we'll be seeing later on. So we're going to be going here, and like I said a moment ago, the enemy ink, like these sprinklers, will cause these to unfurl faster, so you definitely want to keep an eye out for that. And now we can go over here, and don't get cooked. Our catchphrase is better. As much as I love Marina, I have to agree with Marie there that the Squid Sisters catchphrase is better than Off the Hooks. Sorry, Marina. So we can use the ink furlers to destroy those things. Blah, cannot talk apparently. Let's go vertical. Ooh, fancy. And we can go over here and collect our first reward, the Sardinium. Yay, I remember what they were called. Whee! So let's head over here, and still, the Sardiniums, they still look like beef jerky. I don't care what anyone says, they look like freaking beef jerky, and that's what I'm always going to see them looking like. That was in purple grammar, and I don't care. It looks like a giant ink slide. I just do these things in open amusement park. You know what? These would be really fun for an amusement park, to be completely honest. Splatoon Roller Coaster Tycoon confirmed. That'd actually be really cool. Anyway, let's go over here. And, well, at least classic Roller Coaster Tycoon. If they try making a Splatoon crossover with modern Roller Coaster Tycoon, then we may have problems. But that's not important right now. The important part right now is we now have both of our collectibles. And I remember where the second score was in this level. Yay! We don't have to play this level again. Aw, thank you, Marie. I do make this level look easy. At least I hope I do. Final checkpoint. I'm pretty sure I saw a Zapfish. You can't see those shielded slabs from the front. Okay, we probably could, but I don't want to risk it right now because there is a much cooler way that we can fight those guys. So we want to go over here, use these ink furlers, and boom! That's just so much fun. I love that so much. Now we can use these canyons to destroy the Octarians over here. And I gotta say, with Nintendo Labo VR being a thing, can you imagine what this would look like with VR? That would be really cool. I doubt it's going to happen because Splatoon is probably one of those games where you'd get really bad motion sickness if you try playing in VR, but it would be just so cool, even if it was just limited to the canyons. But anyway, Zapfish! And there was a canyon scene in the background, it was super awesome. Inkopolis holds its famous card game tournament once a year. This year, first time entrant Zofonso appeared on the scene and promptly set about decimating the competition. He walked away with the first place trophy. So we haven't gotten a chance to meet him yet, but the character that Second Scroll was referring to, Jofonso, is the character we'll meet in the Inkopolis Square when we take care of the shopping episode. There will be an Inkopolis Square episode, just like there was in the first Splatoon Let's Play, but it's probably not going to happen for a little while. I have an idea for when it's going to happen, and it's probably not going to be for a little bit, but it will happen at some point. Anywho, we go over here, and also pretend this one was invisible too, because I did turn on my coverage card before activating both these things. But anyway, now we're going towards Octoling Strike right in the Reef. Apparently, 8 mini Zapfish combined have the power output of a normal Zapfish. Seek out the Pillars of Light and recover the mini Zapfish. Alright, so the Octoling levels have made a grand return in Octo Canyon, and they work pretty differently than how they did in the first game. In the first game, you could kind of just breeze your way through it without having to fight the Octolings or anything like that, as long as you knew what a Zapfish was. This time, however, you're going to actually be required to explore these levels rather than just rush through it. So I think this does a better job of making you have to face the Octolings head-on. And that's kind of the whole point of these levels in general, is that the AI for these ones is supposed to kind of be reminiscent of a good opponent from the online multiplayer and things like that. So I think this does a really good job of preparing you for like an actual Inkling versus Inkling battle in a online multiplayer match and things like that. That's probably not a very good way of wording that, but I honestly can't think of anything else right now, because reasons. Yay! That's the best excuse! Ouch. The ink bomb hurt me. That was weird. Well, that was a spot bomb. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Now we have 4 to go. So we may want to go look for those collectibles, because just like every other level, there's a sunken squirrel and a sardinium in this level. And luckily, I know exactly where they are, because they're not really that hard to find. Actually, what am I talking about? I struggled to find them in my first playthrough. So, yeah. I don't know what I was saying right there, because the collectibles, the Octoling levels, are actually fairly difficult to find if you don't know what you're doing. And the reason for that, I'll explain after we get all these eggs, because it always bothers me when they're up there. We're going to be going over here. Going over there. Excuse me. Please get on top of the thing. Get on top of the thing. There we go. Alright, so the first collectible is going to be behind this wall. And the only indication that you'd even think to look in that area is that there's a spot wall right there. So that might make you a little bit curious to go look for it. And we got splatted. That wasn't very nice. Alright, let's get back over there. And we're over there. Okay. We're gonna use a curling bomb to get over there faster, because that's awesome. Yay! Ah, get away from me! Where'd it go? Right there. Alright, so the best advice I could recommend if you're having a hard time fighting the Octolings is they're not very good at staying out of your ink. So if you're able to cover the ground in your own ink, they'll sometimes go into squid form they'll try going into squid form in your ink, and they'll get stuck occasionally. So that seems to be the best strategy for fighting the Octolings, if you're having a little bit of trouble. I've been playing Splatoon for so long that I don't really have a lot of problems fighting these things. But I do understand that newcomers can be very intimidated by fighting the Octolings. So we can destroy this blast wall. And eventually, there'll be a box up there, and seconds grow. Yay! So now we only have the Sardinium to find. Oh yeah. Right there is a bomb launcher. It's a special weapon we haven't gone over yet, but I'm not going to be using it right now because I honestly don't really like that special. It just basically gives you infinite splat bombs for a brief period of time. It's interesting. I just don't use it very often because all the weapons that I main don't actually have that as a special. So that's interesting. Destroy the Octoling, and collect the next Zapfish. So you can collect these Zapfish in any order that you want. It doesn't really matter which ones you grab last. So just keep that in mind. The order that I'm getting them right now may not be the most efficient method to go grab them if you want to do these quickly. It's just the method I'm grabbing them right now because it's just the way the method that I feel like. I believe the last one's over here. No, that was a not Sardinium thing. Okay. I was pretty sure they were right there, but it's not. So, yay! Alright, so I'm going to jump cut ahead over towards where the Sardinium is, so hooray for editing! Can I just say that sunset over there is gorgeous? Why is this game so pretty? This is such a pretty game. Alright, so I haven't found the Sardinium yet, so I just wanted to say that for the record, but I figured, we're already here, might as well go grab these Zapfish over here. But now there's only one left, so once we grab that, that's the end of the level, so yay! But I think I know where the last Sardinium is. I think it's around here somewhere. Maybe not very went that way. Are you over here? Wait, I think you're around here somewhere. You're not in the Zapfish. You might be over here. Aha! There it is! I knew it! Get the Zapfish, get the Zapfish! Yay! We did it! Also, as you can probably tell right there, the Inkling now shows visible signs of damage when they lose their armor. It's a nice touch from the first game, so it's pretty interesting. But we beat the level. And now the way to the boss has been opened. Net the freshest gear around. Get the abilities you've always dreamed about. Orders will be fulfilled by that weird kid with spiky hair. Interested? Send inquiries to Annie. And with that, I'm going to be you guys in the magical land of alternate save files, so cue the editing transition. Yay! And now we're in the wonderful land of alternate save file, and there's no use prolonging the inevitable. Oh boy. If you've seen my Let's Play of the first game, or have seen any content for Splatoon that I've done the past couple years, you should know something that I have a bit of a rough history with the Splatoon series, with the tower control in the Splatoon series. I despise tower control with every fiber of my being! This is my absolute least favorite mode in Splatoon. Alright. I'm going to get into why. I won't harp on it too much because I know that there are some people out there who do love tower control. I know the James Rolls loves this mode. I honestly don't understand why. But tower control is something that I honestly just don't really care that much for because it seems like no matter what I do on this mode, I always get my butt kicked, and I just never really have that much of a fun time with this mode in general. Of course, when I say that, we're actually doing pretty well. But I will say, tower control, it's not all bad in this game. They made some changes to this mode, which actually make it a lot better, so it makes it more enjoyable, but it doesn't mean that I like it or anything like that. It just makes it more enjoyable, but I just still don't really care that much for tower control in general. So, you may have noticed already that there are now checkpoints in tower control. This wasn't here in the original game. These checkpoints, they will now keep your points there when you reach it, so even if you lose control of the tower, you still made progress towards getting the tower closer to the end of the base. So, for example, if we were to lose control of the tower, but if we're able to stall them long enough, then we'd be able to keep those points. So if we go in overtime, as long as we keep that score high, then we'll be able to win. This part right here is where it gets tricky, however, because there's going to be some bad guys chasing us, and I probably shouldn't have used my special right there. I probably should have just jumped off the tower while I had the chance, and hello, Heather. You're getting a random shout out. I swear, I keep forgetting to turn off the friend notifications to let people know, to let me know that when friends are online. I just keep forgetting, okay? I'm not used to having that feature being on a console, okay? That was on Wii U, but how it was handled on that system was a little blue light would appear around the home button. I usually kept the I usually kept the gamepad in my peripheral vision so I could see it no matter what I was doing. So it was pretty interesting. Are we actually going to win? Oh my god! We won the first tower control match? I am legitimately surprised. I always have the worst luck when it comes to tower control, but wow, that was actually really cool. I wasn't even focusing on the game that much. Okay. I was saying that I don't really like tower control that much because I always have the worst luck, but then we win. Okay, yeah, we'll play another round. Gobby Arena. Or Gobi Arena. I still don't know how to pronounce that. By the way, I love that the jellyfish are in like a stadium on the sides of the stage. That's so cute. That's probably a very poor way of wording that, but still, that was adorable. But now we're playing it through Gobi Arena. So let's go over here, or Gobi Arena. I really do not know how to pronounce that. It's just a simple word, it's just 4 letters, but oh my goodness, I didn't think that of all things would be the thing that I have a hard time pronouncing, considering we have things like Compact Pump Track and Starfish Main Stage or whatever. Owie! That was a very terrible place to use that splashdown, because we got caught on the edge of the thing and that made us a very easy target. But going on to the Gobi Arena, I'm probably going to be switching back and forth between how you pronounce that, but basically what you want to do over here is be careful, because this is honestly one of the more difficult stages to play on tower control, because of how open the center of the stage is. It makes everybody an open target at the beginning, and it can make it really difficult to play this mode. Splash down, okay. They're going to be going over there. Owie. Okay, we got surrounded right there, so that was kind of terrible. Word of advice I could recommend is, if you're trying to take the tower back from the opponents, surround the tower. Don't have everybody facing one direction, because if you're surrounding them, that makes it harder for them to escape. If you're all facing the one direction, this can actually make it a bit easier for you to pick off the opponents, or them to pick off you if you're all facing the same direction. So, my advice, surround the tower, don't have everybody facing the same direction. Alright, let's go over here. Oh, we still got them. Okay, that's pretty cool. Alright, so at this point in the match, my advice would be to stall them, because we're currently in the lead. They have the tower right now, but if we can get it back from them and to keep them from going any further, then that's going to be pretty good. Thankfully, we seem to have a pretty good team with us. We're on each other's team. Yeah, Mommy, they're hurting me. Alright, they lost the tower. That's pretty good. I gotta say, I make really weird noises when I play tower control. I make weird noises when I play Splatoon in general, but tower control really brings out the weirdness in me. I must apologize. It's in my contract. It's in my contract to apologize. Alright, we have one person over there. That's pretty good. This person is in a really good spot right now, because I can make it really difficult for them to... for the opponents, rather, to get rid of us. Are they still there? Yeah, they're still there. Wait, are you two not moving? Where are you guys? Come on. Okay, I was trying to say that that person was in a good spot for super jumping, but I take that back now, because they didn't look like they were moving that much, and those jerks right there are still our spot. Okay, we're still in the lead. We're still in the lead. What are you standing right there for? Why are you just standing there? Why are you just standing there like a little jerk? Oh my goodness, we were doing so... You're still standing there! Disconnect. We got a freaking disconnect. We got a freaking disconnect. Thanks a lot, game. Thanks a lot. Did 2 of them disconnect? Oh, great. I think 2 of them disconnected. Ah, boy. Okay. Normally, I wouldn't say this game has bad online. Normally, I wouldn't say that. I usually have really good luck with keeping everybody on my team. We usually have really good luck with not disconnecting players and things like that. We got 2 disconnects. They're probably... I don't know if they rage quitted or not. They probably did, because we got pretty far behind, and... I just don't know what happened there. I think the one person who was at the base did disconnect, because they were just standing there for a little bit, but... that's gonna leave a salty taste in my mouth for a while. And not the good kind of salty, like French fries. I want a French fry. I'm gonna make tater tots for dinner tonight. That's gonna be yummy. Tater tots and chicken, my favorite. Why am I talking about food right now? Okay, so we got disconnects, but this is a great place to demonstrate something about tower control that I like to talk about. Oh my god, that's a lot of purple. So, the nice thing about Splatoon is if you get a disconnect, at least as far as I'm aware, as long as if you get a disconnect on your team, your meter will not change. So, because we got disconnects, our meter didn't go down, which is going to be really nice because if you're getting just having the worst luck when it comes to your internet connection, then if it didn't happen like that, you'd be losing your ranks left and right. In fact, this happened to me a lot during the first Splatoon game because if I remember correctly, they didn't have a system like that in that game, at least not towards the early parts of that game's lifespan. So I'm really grateful that they made it so that if you're having the worst luck with disconnecting teammates, then your rank won't go down. But the nice thing is, if your teammates do disconnect but you still win, your rank will go up. And this is awesome. On the player lobby, I noticed that somebody was named Octomar, and if that's a pun off Olimar's name, I fully support that. And you're an Octoling, okay. Alright, so now we're going to be going into the highlight reel for this episode. So that's going to be pretty fun. Okay, we got you. Oh, somebody saved the tower. We took the tower and it's super shiny. Get away from me! It sounds so familiar. And at this point in the match, my advice would be to try to stall them if they take the tower again. So if you can't knock them out, stall them. That's the best advice I can recommend. It's probably very redundant to say that considering I say that a lot during ranked battles. But honestly, stalling is probably the best strategy for Splatoon. Whoa, man! No, come on! Oh my goodness, we won twice in a row! This is the best day ever! This is the best day ever! Oh my goodness! We won twice in a row! I'm so happy! Oh my god! And we were the top! We were the most invaluable team member twice in a row! I gotta admit, I'm tearing up, guys. This is a beautiful sight. Okay, if this recording session keeps going this well, I might change my view on tower control. I hated this mode in the first game. I'll admit, I hated this mode. I would avoid it with every fiber of my being. And to the same degree, I still mostly avoid tower control for the most part when I see it in the stage rotation, especially if I'm checking the Switch Online app to see what time is the best to play this game. But I'm starting to come around to tower control. If we keep getting this lucky, that would be amazing. I'm really hoping I'm not jinxing myself with saying this. I probably am, knowing my luck. Campground again. Hopefully my luck will continue with this mode. As the Octomar is gone. That bums me out. I like the Octomar. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, that was kind of bad. Like, I think we were all expecting somebody else to spot the wall, and we were just jumping up immediately. And none of us were able to get on top of the wall for a moment. That was funny. We're past checkpoint 1. Alright, I gotta say, I love Cup Dome in anything. Like, this is probably one of my more personal favorite stages, because no matter what mode you're playing on, this is always such a fun stage. It's even fun to play on Tower Patrol. That's saying a lot, because I don't like this mode. Oh my god. Come on. Just a little bit further. Just a little bit further. Just a little bit further. Come on. Perfect victory. Perfect victory. Perfect victory! Yes! 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 Booyah! Booyah! Perfect victory! We got a perfect victory on Tower Control. I'm so happy. I'm so happy right now. On Tower Control of all things. Campground, a tower control. Ride the tower to the goal. That's actually kind of. Those are actually kind of good lyrics for once. Come on, we can do this. We can do this. We have the powers to do anything if we have cookies. And I had a cookie today, so I have all the power. The Nintendo power. Because that's still a thing. Not really. I'm really sad that I never subscribed to Nintendo Power when I had the chance. I had some friends in middle school who were, and this is the Nintendo Power magazine was actually how I got exposed to The Last Story, which is one of my favorite RPGs on the Wii. So, I'm really bummed that it's not a thing, although I do understand why, because the internet's a thing, and internet's kind of making magazines kind of irrelevant. But I will say, what was nice about magazines was that they advertised things that you didn't know you wanted. Like Last Story, for example. I probably would have never found that game on my own back then if it weren't for the Nintendo Power magazine. So that's one thing that magazines have an advantage of over the internet in general. Unless there was something like that. There probably is. I'm just not really thinking that much right now. Can I please get on top of the frickin' tower? Get on top of the frickin' tower! Thank you! Get off the tower! Ah! That was good. Oh, you're right there. Owie! Ow. Rude. Okay, we got two people right there. They could be on the tower. We're past checkpoint 2. Yeah, we're gonna win this. Booyah! I really hope that was enough to get my rank up, because I'd love to get my rank up in a match on a video that'll be uploaded for people to see, so I can prove that I got my rank up, so it'll be awesome. And then Octoling on the far left was really adorable. Yes! 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 Rank up! Booyah! Tower control. You're still my least favorite Splatoon 2 mode. But I gotta admit, I'm warming up to you now. Mary was home alone. She'd gotten a day off, but with theater rehearsals starting up next month, she knew life would be returning quickly to its frantic pace. Chances to relax at home like this would soon become few and far between. Knowing work would keep Callie out late, Mary busied herself with the chores that always seemed to pile up and waited for her friend to return home. At times like this, Mary's thoughts always seemed to drift. How had Callie truly felt about the results of the final Splatfest had been announced? She seemed disappointed, of course, but that was just because she'd lost, right? Or was she actually jealous of my rising popularity? Could she still be holding it against me after all this time? Just listen to yourself, Mary. You're overthinking this. You know Callie would never feel that way. Maybe all this worrying has actually given you some sort of superiority complex. Maybe winning that final Splatfest had made you full of yourself. The very idea stung Mary with a twinge of self-loathing.